Good evening and welcome back to Twin State Sports. I'm Zach Seminar. And an unprecedented move. The NCAA has agreed to grant waivers, allowing college basketball teams to play an extra exhibition contest with the sole purpose of benefiting Hurricane Irma victims. And Mississippi State is one of a number of schools that will use that rare opportunity. Ben Howland and the Bulldogs will hit the court Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. They'll take on the Nebraska Cornhuskers at Humphrey Coliseum. Representatives from the MSU Student Relief Fund and Salvation Army will collect monetary donations during the game. Now, admission, it's free. Doors will open to the Hump at 12 noon. The two teams have only met once, that coming back in 1995 when the Bulldogs claimed a 3-point win. Preseason awards continue to be distributed. I can't talk today. I apologize, folks. Just a day after being named to the Jerry West Award watch list, Quinndary Weatherspoon was named to the All-SEC second team as voted on by the media. Now, the honor marks the third year in a row that Weatherspoon has been recognized by the conference in some capacity. Last year, Weatherspoon paced the Dogs with his 16.5 point per game scoring average, also totaled 50 steals. The league also released its preseason SEC poll, placing MSU 12th of the 14 teams in the league. Kentucky and Florida were picked to finish 1-2. New Orleans Saints defensive end Cameron Jordan has been named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week for the first time of his career. Jordan recorded 2 sacks and an interception, returned for a touchdown against Detroit back on Sunday to claim the award after the Saints picked up a 52-38 win. New Orleans next travels to Green Bay to take on the Packers this weekend. In this next story, it's about to have you scratching your head. It all seemed like a normal night of racing in Anderson, Indiana. We've all heard Rubbins racing, but Jeffrey Swinton took things a little bit too far. After contact was made, Swinton took exception, and he took his modified up onto the hood and nearly right through the windshield area of Sean Cullen's car. Cullen understandably got out of his car. He was frustrated, went after Swinton. But then what happens next after some haymakers, something I've never seen a police officer onto the track. He tases Cullen. Down goes the big man. Just unbelievable. Both drivers were arrested. All that I'll say is maybe if some of those track personnel were there and they could have maybe de-escalated that situation rather than just standing around and watching a wild night nonetheless in Anderson. And how about this? Philadelphia Eagles defensive end Chris Long. He's donating the rest of his year's salary to increase educational equality. Long already gave up his first 6 game checks to provide 2 scholarships for students in his hometown of Charlottesville, Virginia. And now he's using the next 10 to launch the Pledge 10 for Tomorrow campaign. Long's foundation has selected 4 organizations whose mission focuses on making education easy and more accessible to underprivileged youth. Now, the 4 organizations are based in 3 communities in which Long has played during his NFL career. The city that raises the most during that time will get an additional $50,000 donation.